I don't remember. Was it you last time?
It was either me or you, I feel like.
Or wasn't me?
It's me this time then, I guess.
Well, did you do it last time?
No.
Okay, then it's your turn, and then I'm after you.
Cool. Okay, stream is healthy and live.
Wow, that update took forever.
It was a big one. They did something with Dungeon of the Mad Mage. I'm not sure what yet, but
Oh, really?
go through and take a look.
Cool.
All right. Where's my music? We have rhythm back tonight, I think. I hope.
Knock on wood, Kason. Knock on
Yeah.
wood.
Yeah, no kidding. Let's see here. Give me just a second here. Lanner, before I turn this on, are you good for the volume?
I don't think he can speak to us.
He gave me a message that says yes.
Oh,
Okay.
gotcha.
So last night, you came home to find a huge block party had started at your tavern. There were dozens of people outside, and inside were many of your friends that you've made over the last few months. They were discussing their support for the Uncommon, and working together with Volothamp Gadarm and Gaxley Rudderbust to form a response that would be sent to every broadsheet in the city. Jarlaxle was upstairs waiting once again. He asked what you found about the tower and Lady Rajnar. Under, excuse me, underneath the tower, you now believe holds the Vault of Dragons. Jarlaxle told you that Bragan Dareth had been following and scrying upon Thintius and Alistair Margaster. Turns out that Alistair is a high-ranking member of the cult and was tasked with slaying the bronze dragon that you had met in the harbor, Zelifar. You set out early the next morning with the aid of Grinda Garloth and her apparatus of Gwalsh to Zelifarn's cave in the harbor. Zelifarn was excited to welcome you to his home and helped you gather some of his scales off the cavern's floor. You were unable to set up a proper ambush, but it did not seem to matter, as you were able to divide the cult's forces and throw them into disarray. Alistair Margaster has finally made it to where he can see the chaos unfolding, and we will begin where we left off. I'm going to bring up the map here.
That mage is a she, right?
Which one? The one that died?
No, the
No,
one in the picture here.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
It's Grinda.
Grinda is a woman.
Yikes.
Yes.
She looks like a Grinda.
She's old, dude.
But the crab thing's really cool to see. Those claws are fucking scary.
All right, and we will begin with Cult Fanatic 3, who... Let's see here. You know, I think he's going to go after Bart, knowing that you're a spellcaster. He's going to come after you.
Bring it.
Not with a 5. And not with an 11. So yeah, this guy swims forward, kind of turning his back towards Serval, and takes 2 swipes at you, but he can't manage to land a hit on you. Now this bearded devil, Kai, this one is currently restrained and grappled by your octopus. What's the DC for escaping that?
That's a 32.
32. Got it.
16, I think.
He just rolled 13 plus 3. That's 16.
Well, let me check. What are we talking about? Oh, I need the. Why do I not have my shortcuts anymore? Because I'm on Serval.
Is that what you're looking for?
Yes, that'll work.
DC 16, yeah.
Yep.
So he just managed to escape, but that's all he can do on his turn, right?
This is his action, yes.
Okay. He is going to try to move though. And he has. How far can he get? Okay. He has moved right outside of the ink behind Alistair. Dolphins are still swimming around back here, trying to stay out of the way as best they can. Oscar, it is your turn. I'm gonna move you onto a proper square here, unless you want to be on that other one. Either way,
Aren't I on one?
you were
Or did you
between
already move
two, but
me?
I just moved you. But you were between two, and it's okay. If you want to be on the one that was right above that, that was when you were the line you were straddling. So if you want to be on that one, that's fine.
No straddling here.
That was last night.
Bearded Devil 3. Oh, wait. I was going to Thunderbolt. That's what I was going to do. That's why I was straddling.
Oh, okay.
Shocking.
Like, I can't straddle and have it do two things, can I?
Sorry, what is it you're trying to Thunderbolt? Oh, you mean Thunder Wave? Hello? 1, 2. Anybody hear me?
I can't.
Oh, sorry, I can't move stuff and talk at the same time.
Oh.
Basically, I wanted to straddle also this purple, like the line instead of the shading, so that I got both Bearded Devil 3 and Cult Fanatic 2. And Poor Drip, and a Water
Sure.
Elemental, and Bearded.
Go for it. And there's enough vertical space here too that you can do this like from below up if you wanted to.
Effects. Feed my pretties.
Yeah, because summoning them is actually concentration, so if I lose that, they go away.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
I think that's what I'll do. Triple under. Oh, that's so good.
Four fails?
Oh, shit. I need dice.
Oh, Drip was one of them.
Drip is probably not going to make it. We'll see.
Water Elemental dead!
Nice!
Drip did make it. Okay, nice.
Drip's got a ton of hit points.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like 80 something crazy.
Yeah, you guys aren't entirely sure what just happened, the rest of you, but the entire cavern is just filled with this thunderous
Bubble.
explosion of bubbles and just chaos. How far do these guys get thrown back? The Fanatic and Drip?
Oh, that's right. 10 feet. So basically north 10 feet.
Okay.
Or I guess away. Yeah, that'll work.
I think that's as far as.
Oh god, Drip is almost dead. Oops.
Yeah, I think that's as far as Drip is gonna get.
Probably. And the other guy just
this bearded dragon too, bearded devil rather, on the this one right here, 3 next to the water elemental. Let's see, he's probably gonna get thrown back against this wall here. Todrin, it is your turn.
So I feel like between my last turn and now, you said Thentius hit
Yeah.
me with something?
Sorry, he did what?
He pointed a wand at me and it dispelled the whatever?
Right. And at this point, you realize Azure Edge has been shouting at you, like, what are you doing? Turn around!
Oh,
And
what?
just wasn't able to get through, and it's only now that you realize what you were just doing. So,
Gotcha. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And he must have hit me with something. Let's get in there. And I'll turn around and get as far back in as I can. I spent the whole turn leaving, though.
so here's what you've got: 60 feet of movement with the dolphin.
Yeah.
If you dash, that's 120 feet. That'll get you all the way back in.
That's what I thought. Was I went 60 feet out last turn, so if I dash this turn, I can get it back in there, and then.
Right.
Okay. Makes sense to me. So I'll just go 60 feet in from here, if that's all right.
If you want to, sure.
Cool. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. It's about here. And I will end my turn there.
You don't want to dash?
I did. I thought that was with the dash.
120 feet with a dash.
Well, right, but my last turn, I spent my entire movement leaving the cave from that spot. So I would have been 60 feet out, and then wake up
Okay.
and use my entire turn plus dash.
All right. I was gonna wave that, but if you
I appreciate
insist.
it, but no, that was the cost of me.
All right.
Going one-on-one with a
Okay
mage.
then.
I appreciate it, though. So I swim up toward Thentius like I might attack him. What's his reaction as I'm coming at him?
If you've got Azure Edge out, like you're about to attack him, you see him like bracing for it, like he's about to defend himself.
I'll pull up right in front of him, and I'm staring at him with the axe. Pick a side, kid. What are you doing here?
Roll an intimidation check.
Oof. 12.
Aside from the look of like, oh shit, what have I done? With you coming back with this axe, he just looks lost. Like he doesn't know what to do right now.
If I don't get anything out of him, I will clearly turn like I'm headed deeper into the cave. I'm not gonna hurt him.
Okay.
And that's me.
All right, and you guys see like the essence of this water elemental being diffused amongst the water. So I'm going to take him off the map. There's your steed. Let's see. Cultist 1. He is going to take a swing at your drip there, or excuse me, drop. But still in this ink cloud, he's going to have disadvantage on the attack and misses. And it is now Drip's turn.
Drip's gonna murder me because I'm an asshole. No. Serval.
I'm back, gentlemen.
Hey, there's a lantern.
What's up, man?
What up, Drax?
By the way, I'm headed to Albuquerque over the next few days. Maybe I can meet up for a meal
Oh,
or two
damn.
with you.
Hell yeah. Yeah,
I'll talk to you about it.
definitely. Let me know what's up.
I don't know how to move Drip, but Drip's gonna.
Do I need to give him to you or somehow, or?
Don't know. Was I able to before? Try dragging.
I'll tell you what I think it may be.
Dragon
It may
info
be that
onto
I
me.
think I've got him set as neutral. Try it now. You said it's friendly.
That works.
Oops,
Nice.
I made 2 of him there by accident. Let me delete that second. There we go.
Drip, drip, drop. Drip, drop,
Right.
drip.
Y'all
He's-
just
he's
if that happens in
multiplying.
the future, you guys just remind me that, you know, if you've got a steed or a summon creature, just remind me to
Well,
mark
Oh, I
it.
should
Can
have.
you do mine real quick?
healed.
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
There you go.
Cool.
Does that work?
Hooray!
All right. I'm sorry, Kai. I didn't mean to interrupt you. What was going on?
I don't know if this is gonna work, but we'll try.
Okay.
Oh.
That'll do it. It's a 23 on the
Hold on, I
bearded
gotta
devil.
open my D6s. It'll be a second. Yes.
Oh wow.
Dripping and having none of that.
It was almost full damage. Nice.
And then DC 16.
I thought he was automatically grabbed when you just hit him, right?
Oh, that's right. If the target is a creature, it's grappled. Okay, yeah. So
Okay. I will put the effects on him. So there's restrained and there's grappled. Already exists. He must have already been grabbed by something.
oh, sorry, I did it.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
Should just be grappled.
Let's see. What have I got on him?
I guess the question is,
There we go. Okay. All right. What about any more movement, or do you want Drop to do something?
that's all the movement. I guess there is grappled and restrained both.
Yeah, I've got them both on him now, I think.
Huh. Okay, cool. That's all.
Yeah, they're both on him. Okay.
Drop will
so-
continue to attack Cultist 2.
All right.
Oh! It's the music, man.
Natural 20. I do like this music. It's from World of Warcraft, I think.
Yeah, it
The
is.
music man, where's he?
Do you know the Music Man?
Who lives on Lockout Lane?
Okay, what a waste.
The Music Man?
The music
Ah,
man.
that's enough.
Yeah, this
Oh, God.
this octopus. Nobody really sees this because it's happening in the Ink Club. The octopus wraps tentacles all around this thing and just rips him in two.
I can't move on. Oh, it's my turn still.
How long does the oil last?
About a minute.
Oh, shit. So an entire combat?
Yeah, 1 minute.
Pretty much.
Sorry. Did you want to move him or anything?
Nope, he's good.
Okay. Anything else?
Oh, I probably do want to move, but he doesn't think about it. Nope, just on his.
All right, Serval. You've got a cult fanatic that's closest to you, unless you would like to. There's a bearded devil, and Alistair's not too far away from you. And there's another bearded devil that's heavily injured on the other side of Zelifar.
So, Serval's focus is Zelipharn. Is who's the most, I don't know, threatening to him?
Now that the water elemental is dead and the killer whale is doesn't seem to be fighting you guys, probably either Alistair or the devils. So there are currently 3 devils that you can see. One of them is behind Alistair, one of them is a little bit in front of Alistair, and the other one is about 15 feet away from you on the other side of Zelifar. Like you would be considered flanking with him.
And he's the one that's grappled and the most dead.
Yeah, he's on death's door.
Okay, so let's see here. How many first level spells do I?
There's 3 and 3 second level.
I remember now. I
Okay.
did do it last time.
So I'm going to try for another Tasha's Hideous Laughter on the wizard.
Alright. Alright, so target Alistair. There you go. Yeah, and just for the record, Serval would have no idea who this guy is, just that there's a wizard in the water. So
DC 15.
Are you gonna roll it, or do I need to roll it?
You said you liked rolling it, right?
No, you could go ahead. It's a 1. He
Yes.
failed.
Sweet.
Nice.
So just floating there.
And giggling and laughing, and another
Very
another
nice.
Marcaster is just
Marcaster.
giggling to his demise.
I see what you did
Except he's gonna cast Counter Spell.
there. Oh.
Okay. There's a complication.
What's that?
I'm not going to tell you.
Is it a complication I need to know about?
Probably, but nobody's going to mention it until we're done.
Alright.
After he tries.
Alright, so he's gonna cast Counter Spell. Unless there's a reason he can't.
No, I mean, just that it's bad. He's not even looking. Well, actually, he probably is.
Yeah, he's looking. He's surveying the battlefield and realizing,
I
where the
didn't-
hell are my guys?
Yeah, I didn't realize he was surrounded by all his dudes, so yeah, this could be bad.
Alright. Do you want to move or anything? Serval.
No, Serval's planted right there next to the dragon. He's defending him and helping him the best he can.
Okay. In that case, this bearded devil is going to move up and going to attack.
What is it? Did it just happen?
Sorry?
Doesn't he have
Did
to
the counter spell
cast-
just happen, or is
What
this-
level is it? What level is
It's a
it?
first.
I mean, a powerful first level though.
It's, yeah, it's 3rd level when that starts having a save on it.
Okay, so the thing is, Tasha's Hideous Laughter is a concentration spell, as is Enhance Ability. So as soon as I cast Tasha's Laughter, Enhance Ability on himself, Zelfarin, and whoever else had it, drops off.
Alright.
Why?
Because you can only have one concentration at a time.
Those are both concentrations.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I have removed them. There you go.
Shit.
It's all right. It's all right.
It
Okay,
happens. Fog of War, as Liam says. Fog of War.
Wait. Oh, that's right. It doesn't even do anything else. Oh, damn it.
Alright, this bearded devil is going to start attacking Zelifarn now. I didn't actually. I actually did not even think about this until just now, but his
He
beard,
just
I
hit
guess.
himself.
Yeah, he's going to hit regardless of disadvantage. I don't know if he should have disadvantage considering it's a weapon that's on his face, his beard, but I'm going to give it to him just for right now. But he rolled a 15 and a 20, which both hit, so.
At least it's not a crit.
On that
What?
note, though, you
Where
guys
are they?
do recognize that Zelifarn with this attack is bloodied. So
Why would it have been disadvantage?
it's underwater.
Oh, okay.
His beard isn't a dagger or a short sword
Yep.
or those other weapons. I didn't
A
think about that until just now.
Nice.
It might be stretching it a little bit if in that case I don't know, but I'm gonna allow it here. So Zelifarn made the save against the poison in the beard, so that's good.
The poison
And-
beard.
Yeah, he manages to get out of the way of this devil's second attack. His glaive.
Rules as written doesn't always make sense.
Okay. Oscar, this guy comes swimming out of the ink, and you're the first person he sees, so he's going to come after you.
Oh, hell nah.
And he is going to cast... He's going to try to cast Hold Person on you. So roll me a Wisdom save.
Nice.
That's Serval. Hold on.
Yeah, don't do that with me. My wisdom's not as high as
This
yours.
is much better.
And I don't have proficiency with it.
Clearly, the choir of angels is helping me.
Yeah, absolutely. There's just this split second where you start to feel like you're tensing up, but then you manage to push through it.
Nice.
All right. It is now Alistair's turn.
Oh shit, here we go.
Here we go.
All right.
He's just gonna listen to the angels for a turn.
He is going to
Admire how
move
beautiful
up.
they sound.
I need a Constitution save from Serval and Zelipharn.
Well, damn.
Actually, you're not the only ones. Let's see.
It's a big bad Marcaster.
Rolled an 11.
Just a second.
This is definitely failed save music.
Me having a stroke because that's my name.
Because of how good the pun was.
Yeah, good. Good at killing me.
Okay, I apologize. Where was I? I was about to attack.
Is this a shatter spell?
No, this is a Cone of Cold spell.
Ah.
So this is gonna go against.
Warm, if you know what I mean.
Huh.
I'm
Let's
warming
see
you.
here. He's gonna have a bearded devil in the way, Serval's in the way, Zelipharn's in the way. I believe that. Let's see here. How do I do a cone? There's a cone. Yeah, like that. Well, more like that, but still.
Well, crap. Me dropping
It's a
the augmented
very
ability
large
was not
one.
a good idea.
Code.
Hey man,
Okay.
fog of war, we all make mistakes.
It's alright. It's alright.
All
Working
good.
through it.
So
All
roll. Let's see. I'm
All
gonna.
right.
So that's a fail for Serval, right?
It was an 11, so maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Most likely.
I'm gonna roll saves for these guys then. So Zelipharn makes the save, and the
Yes.
killer whale does not.
Does it
And-
die?
Well, we're gonna find out.
Oh no. Part of me is afraid and wants it to die because I don't know what it's gonna do.
It's a lot of shadows, man.
It is 8d8 of cold damage.
Oh, damn, Serval, you done dead. Again.
Good God.
Serval is now floating in the water, and there are ice crystals just everywhere.
Holy shit.
And Zelipharn is just, his entire front side is just covered in like ice crystals where he's just been hit with this thing. And that killer whale looks like just a huge spear of ice has gone like all the way through underneath the fin.
The whale's dead too?
Almost. It's not dead, but it looks really badly hurt.
Good God.
Hopefully really angry.
Well, we will find out, but The Bearded Devil 3 is going to take his attacks now on Zelipharn. That is a miss with the beard. And that is going to be a miss with his glaive, too. He can't hit anything. He's having a lot of trouble right now.
Good.
It is Thintius's turn, and he's looking at you, Todrin, and it's like he doesn't want to go in front of you because he doesn't want you to attack him. He's like just there holding this wand like between the two of you. Not like he's gonna cast a spell, but he just looks like,
Stay
please
away
don't
from
kill me. Yeah, essentially, yeah. It's just stay back. I don't want to get into it with you.
I'm just looking at him, narrowing
Yeah.
my eyes.
All
He's shown himself to be a bit of a twat.
right. So Zelipharn lets out this just horrible roar, and the next thing you guys feel you feel the water around you is just filled with like a static charge, and
we go.
that was enough to make him use his lightning breath.
Go away, lightning sabers. Screensavers, god damn it.
Yeah, he was afraid that he might hit one of you guys earlier, but now he's pissed.
Kaboom. Suck it, Alistair. Oh my god. Boom!
There's just a streak of lightning. The entire cavern is lit up. Every one of you feels like you can feel the electricity in the air. There's no harm to any of the rest of you. But Alistair has just been completely blown away by that attack.
Ooh, sick.
And so has one of the devils.
Yeah,
Turn that shit down.
dragon breath isn't fucking around.
Yeah,
Fucking,
this
what
this-
was that? That was like 12 dice, man.
that was 10d10 lightning damage from his lightning breath.
Fuck.
Lightning, water, aren't we all dead?
Well, I given a lot of thought to that, and the only reason I'm even using it is because he used it in the Great White Shark attack that y'all fought with, alongside him earlier, and we didn't do anything then, and I don't feel like it would be appropriate to do anything different now. So,
Excellent.
but and there's nothing in the rules that says anything about water and lightning. So
Yeah, I don't know,
Okay.
man. That's
the
up to
only
interpretation.
I gave serious thought to giving them disadvantage on the saves because of the water, and I gave serious thought to just not using it in the water. But considering he has, and considering he is now bloodied, I was specifically holding it until he was bloodied. So
It's rules as written. He gets that, there's no extra rules for using electricity and water, and so might as well just do it as rules as written, unless you want to home
All
rule
die.
it for.
Oh, actually, Jeremy Crawford has referenced this. Are the
Oh.
rules regarding someone being hit with lightning in the water? Jeremy Crawford says no.
there you go.
Underwhelming, but accurate.
Bart, it is your turn. There's this one cultist that's right in front of you that's being kind of a prick, and you see Serval is floating in the water in front of you.
The bubbles coming out of his behind.
am appalled at what just happened.
So Serval is unconscious.
He is currently unconscious. Yes.
So with his armor, the armor tries to float him to the surface whenever his hit points are
Okay.
down. So he'll be like at the top of the
Oh, that's
cavern.
cool. Nice.
Right.
He's just hitting the roof of the cavern.
Thud.
Yeah.
Thud. Thud.
At least Serval will be out of the way of the rest of the fight.
The wings of
So-
ascension. Smash. Smash.
All right.
Smash.
So, how far up is he then?
This cavern in particular is about 40 feet from the, or excuse me, closer to 30 feet from top to bottom. This is one of the main chambers.
That's whenever
Okay,
you start your turn, and then it kicks you up 60 feet.
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and do some weird little swinging with my sword, and I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb at this guy right in front of me.
Okay.
Get him the hell away from me. And I'm gonna do it in lightning, just because. Why not? Disadvantage.
Keep
Nice
it
thing,
going.
buddy.
Oh, damn, look at that.
Lightning. Yes.
Yeah, this
See what it
guy is
automated,
just...
Jason?
What did it automate? I missed.
Ranged attack with active enemy in range.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Cool.
So
Still
because
killed
I did
him.
a ranged attack at close range, it
Yeah.
gave me disadvantage.
Nice. And so, yeah, you see this guy just... The whole thing where the cartoon style, where you see his skeleton for a little while.
And then
He's
he just
electrocuted.
Nice.
It's the opposite of Serval. Serval floated up, this
fucking
guy floats
incredible.
down.
Yeah.
The skeleton flickers through the skin.
I just
Awesome.
I swim over to Serval
Okay.
and start checking him over, seeing if there's anything I can do to help.
Right. You have... Well, you wouldn't be able to do it right now, but do you have any, like, a healing potion or anything on you? Just out of curiosity.
He's about to emergency blast out of there, so.
I do. Next round, maybe. We'll see. All right. So that was me. Oh, you got it. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah. At this point, I think the dolphins can tell that the tide of this battle has turned, and they're going to come to the rescue now. Maybe not.
Bandwagoners.
One real quick thing, Kason.
What's up?
While I'm searching over Serval, I'm also staring over where my uncle's body is. Do I see that staff?
You do, in fact, see his staff. It is sinking to the bottom of the cavern here, and you can see there's like 3 gemstones that are kind of like rotating around the top of the staff.
Ooh.
Alright.
So 2 more casters are dead. Potentially a 3rd one if he doesn't do
Oh!
the smart thing and leave.
This dolphin has just rolled a natural 20 with a charge attack.
Ouch.
Oh, he went out the
Against-
devil, huh?
Yeah, it's going after the devil. So he rolls 2d6 against this devil. And this dolphin rams into it, slams this devil against the wall behind Zelopharn, and just crushes it against the stone. That devil just turns into...
ooze.
Have you ever seen the effect of smoke in water?
No.
Look it up sometime when you've got a
It's
minute.
kinda nifty.
'Cause, that happens, and he just turns to like an ichor paste against the wall here. All right, Oscar.
I am not going to move at all.
Okay.
What I am going to do is first I'm using my bonus action, and with my eyes only, I'm going to Golem of the Summer Court Serval.
Okay.
I can find my sheet. That did not work. Why is this not working? Well, maybe it's because he's dead.
Who are you trying to target?
There we go, that worked.
Okay. Yeah, Serval, you're floating at the top of the chamber here, and when Oscar's balm of the summer court comes through, you inhale a large breath of water in this case, but you are alive, floating at the top of the cavern.
Then I'm going
Did your
to.
spell wear off? Oh shit, you can't breathe in water.
Well, it lasts for 24 hours.
But he went unconscious. Does it
Yeah.
wear off?
It has it lasts as long as 24 hours.
Unless he
Oh.
dies, I guess.
It doesn't say that.
Well,
just
I mean,
says
it
the-
doesn't have effect on a corpse. It's different. Not a corpse,
He wasn't a
he's
corpse, is what
unconscious.
Drax is saying. He was just
Yeah.
unconscious.
Right.
I'm
Unless he were
then going
die.
to.
Die, it wears off because died.
Because you're not you.
You're not you and you're dead, man.
You have passed from the realm of player character into inanimate object.
I'm gonna
Temporarily.
try to kind of elbow Cult Fanatic 2 with my.
Alright.
I am going to miss.
Oh.
Ooh, even
Don't
with.
do that.
Oh my god, I hit.
Yeah,
What?
they don't have
Oh,
much
that's
in the
right.
way of
Actually,
armor.
he's badass. Eight. There it is. Boom. Yes!
Yeah, these guys came down here with the intention of fighting a dragon, and they brought a lot of spells and
Fodder.
not a whole lot in the way of armor.
But again, because everything's frozen in front of me and I kind of felt like I shouldn't move forward, I'm not actually going to move.
Okay. Todrin,
All right, so
even from where you're at, you can feel the water feels electrically charged somehow.
right, I know that I need to get in there because I'm not sure what's going on. But I turn to Thentius before I charge in, and my face softens for just a second, and I'm like, "Listen, thank you for your help. Stay here. I think we can work something out. You don't have to keep doing what you're doing." And before he even gets a chance to respond, I'm gonna do my best to remember how to get through this tunnel through the ink.
Okay.
I remember it being a fairly straight shot, so I just launched down the tunnel.
All right. Roll me an animal
25
handling
fudge
check.
later.
And this is. I'm going to point out that the dolphin may not be able to see through the ink, but it does have echolocation. So at the very least, he knows where he's going.
Oh, okay.
If that's not in the notes, then I love you for knowing that fact, Jason.
It is, and I do. So,
Yes,
Wow.
and yes.
yeah, 16, no problem at all. You pretty much, to
Trust
let the dolphin handle this, and you managed to get through as far as you want to go.
Never give up. Trust your dolphin. So I'll just continue through
Trust the freaky fish guy.
all the way through until I can fucking see something.
Yeah, and the first thing you see is Alistair's just charred corpse at the bottom of the ocean.
Oh, okay, all right. Y'all made a mess in here, and I'm gonna go right after this fucking bearded devil.
Okay.
Had my own bit of mess here. Pull out Azure Edge. Swing one-handed because I'm holding on to this fucking dolphin. Smack. Oh, yes. And so that's this plus money, right? That doesn't matter.
Yeah, you swing Azure Edge, and the extra damage does in fact take hold on the devil, but really doesn't need it.
Right.
Again, you watch this devil just burst into smoke and ichor.
Awesome. Wow, those were a lot easier to kill than the one I fought on the street, I feel like.
Well, you've got a new weapon, and it's magic. That helps a lot.
That's true.
I will tell you, I did not change any of the stats on him. It was
Okay.
that guy was getting really lucky.
It must have. Yeah, I think I missed a bunch. I don't know. Anyway, nice. So I kill him,
All right.
and I'm searching for more targets. I'm gonna
Yeah.
pop. It's an action, so I can't.
From where you guys are right now, you do not see any more targets, and Zelifarn is like, he looks really hurt, like, but he's like, bring him on, like he's amped, he wants to go.
He wants to go. All right, I will hold my position.
This guy has no idea what's going on. He's gonna take a swing at the at drop here.
Sorry. While that's happening, I'll point my thumb back down the hallway, looking at Bart. Your brother's still up there.
I'm, when you look over at me, I'm kind of pale just looking at all of this carnage around us.
Right.
There's like 3 dead cultists. My
Yeah.
aunt, there's a cloud of mist or blood that's dissipated now.
Yeah.
My uncle's corpse is charred on the bottom of the sea. I fucking charred the guy right in front of me. Zelifarn's fucked up. That orca got fucked.
Yeah, and that's
The
the
water
thing.
is tinged red here,
It
man.
really is. It really is. There's a lot of blood in the water.
So when I say that your brother's up front, do you even react? Can I even tell you heard me? Or
I do. I look at you and I just... Not right now. And I swim down and I grab that staff and I turn to Zelifarn.
Well, the first thing that happens is you guys watch as this cultist comes swimming out of the ink and takes a look around, and he's like, "Oh shit!" Starts turning around
Right
and
back in the
trying
ink.
to swim out of the cave.
When I see him fleeing, I'm gonna cast a spell at him.
Well,
we're still in.
yeah, you'll have to wait till your
Initiative.
turn.
Oh, okay, cool. We're not doing
Because
Sorry, wasn't paying
if
attention.
it's okay. Let's see. Does Drip
Thought
want to
I
do
said.
anything?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, is there anybody?
It's Drip's turn.
So is Serval back up?
Yes.
Cultist way down there.
Awesome.
Yeah, and he is back turned towards you guys, swimming away.
Look at me with my 60 swim speed.
Yeah, the Drip is going to be able to catch up to it easy.
Why?
Oh.
Oh, I
That's
just killed myself.
That's not right. What was it? It was 48, wasn't it? There you go.
Yeah, it was only 6 damage.
Yeah. Let's see. I'll get. Where'd he go?
There we go.
There you go. All right. Yeah. What about drop?
I guess drop would have sensed Drip going that way.
Probably so. Yeah. Yeah. This guy's. If he weren't dying or about to die, he would be having nightmares for the rest of his life right now.
No kidding.
16 arms.
Just tentacles everywhere, tearing pieces off him.
Yeah. And that's gonna be exactly what happens here. This guy just gets ripped limb from limb in the
Tentacled.
water.
Oh god.
He gets tentacled.
Oh, hentai lovers everywhere. Yes.
Ugh.
All right.
I just imagine from his point of view, all he can just see are arms and suckers wrapping and roiling around each other as he feels pieces of himself torn off
No.
until he can't feel it
Nice.
anymore.
Okay.
That's all I got.
All he
So-
sees is red.
So, what you guys see now is just, again, we're out of combat now. The carnage in front of you is just immense. There's smoke in the water and blood in the water, bodies everywhere. Zelopharn looks really badly hurt. Serval looks really badly hurt. And there's a whale that is swimming around in the corner and is swimming forward this way and leaving the chamber and swimming past Oscar's
Before he
octopi.
goes far, I'm like, Zelfar, are you hungry?
Oh, jeez.
We watch that cultist get torn apart, I just don't even care. I just swim down to the staff, pick it up, turn to Zelopharn. Are you okay, Zelopharn?
Seeing Bart go for the staff first, I look at him and I'm kind of sad and I shake my head and I'm gonna zip backwards out the way I came as fast as I can and see if I can find Thentius.
Okay. You find him, and
sorry.
I was just saying, you find him. He was here at the edge of the ink, waiting for it to dissipate. And about this time, it starts to after you've swum through it a couple of times and there was enough activity, it started to dissipate in the water at this point. And he just looks up and through that chasm there and sees some of the carnage, and he's like, "It didn't go well, did it?"
It went very well. You picked the right team, kid. I'll put in a good word for you. Just stick around.
You see him swim through the water, and he looks and he sees Bart picking up Alistair's staff. And he says, "Oh, shit."
I won't lie, it's gonna be kind of rough, but I'll put in a good word for you. Just stay behind me.
Yeah, okay. And he looks kind of shell-shocked at this point, seeing all this carnage.
Right, yeah, so I'll ease my way back into the cavern with him behind me.
Yeah.
I'm just
So Serval would be...
Yeah, the first thing that... first off, go ahead, Serval. What were you saying?
Alright, so he would use a second level spell slot for Cure Wounds on the dragon. Probably use one for himself when he sees Todrin escorting the
Thentius.
the brother.
Yeah, the brother.
And he's like, the first thing he's doing is like, make sure his hands are where we could see him and take his wand. Go a long way for level of trust here.
So go ahead and roll the healing spell on Zelopharn then. And at this point, with all that's happened and you guys all still being up, Thentius isn't even going to try to stop you. He's just going to... He doesn't offer the wand, but he doesn't stop you when you go to take it away.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say we should probably search him just to make sure and take away, if we can remove like his robe or anything that might have pockets in it. I don't want him getting away with any of the scale.
Okay, go ahead and roll an investigation check against Thentius. Todrin, since you're the closest. And I'll say you have help because, Serval's going to come over and he's going to help you, I guess.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm pointedly ignoring.
Ugh.
Not even
Got an 8. Dropped a 1.
Yeah, you don't find anything in his pockets or anything that appears to be hidden on him. Zelopharn, the first thing you guys hear out of Zelopharn is he's plucking ice shards out from his between his scales like they were cactus spines, and he's just ow, 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 ow. Just every time he pulls one out and it starts to float away, he's just like, that really hurt.
I like this guy. He's funny.
He goes, wow, guys, that was... I'd be dead if you guys hadn't come. That's amazing. Ow!
Mm-hmm.
And he's... Oh! You guys are the best! I was not expecting those guys to show up, and... Wow!
Well,
he
were
looks...
happy to help.
It's like... Oh!
I'm glad you're alright, Zelopharn.
I am too, and I wouldn't be if it weren't for you guys. Ah,
Yeah, those guys are assholes. They really are.
yeah.
Causing us a lot of
So,
problems.
Real quick, when Todrin rolled his because Serval was helping, was that advantage
I rolled
Yeah,
with
it was.
advantage.
on the investigation?
He did.
Yeah, I dropped a 1, kept a
Okay.
7 for a total of 8.
Oh wow. Okay.
So,
Well, Serval's going to, after that, turn to just all the bodies around and just start searching through them,
all right.
looking for any healing potions in particular, but
Okay.
whatever else he can find
So-
on the body.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check with. I'll tell you what. I'll let all of you roll an investigation check if you all want to check the bodies. I know Bard's focused on Alistair. I'm going to get right to that in just a second. So,
Okay.
just investigation rolls all around.
Cool.
12. Ooh, dude, those dice are cool. Nice color.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bert gets a 20, Oscar gets a 3.
What do we got for Serval? There we go.
16.
Okay. So you guys find about 90 gold pieces amongst the lot of them, and 100 silver pieces. You actually do find a potion on Alistair that is.
Drink it.
Luckily,
You do
Bart
not-
finds it.
You do not know. You don't know what it is, but there's a slightly bluish liquid, and there seems to be like a mote of something really bright that's just floating in it. It does not look like a healing potion to you.
Alrighty.
You also find his staff, and like I said earlier, there's these 3 bloodstones that are just circling slowly around the top of it.
Interesting.
That's really cool. That is
Alright,
going to be
so-
something else.
You also find several amulets of Asmodeus.
So
Oh,
going
boy.
to
My favorite.
stash those, but we're not going to Are any of the robes of Asmodeus, or are they just generic robes? And
The robes that they're
accoutrements?
wearing all are the same, except for the ones that Alistair and Thintius and Marion were wearing. They all just appear to be the same, just basic red robes with like a gold trim on them. I'm
Do
going to
they
go ahead
have
and give.
hoods?
They do have hoods. I'm going to go ahead and give
Okay,
these
so-
items to Bart here, just real quick. Bart, do you want to take that potion? It was on Alistair.
Yes.
Okay.
So
I'll
Serval
identify
is
it when we're
going
not in the
to
water.
cast mending and prestidigitation on the robes to make them like new.
Okay.
Do they have hoods on them?
Yeah.
I don't remember if
They do.
Yeah, they have hoods.
Landon's excited.
I have an idea.
All right. So give me just a second. I'm gonna
Awesome.
What the fuck?
Lander's gears are grinding.
Well, with all of these all of these robes and amulets, we could pretend to be the victorious party back from the dragon raid, and unless they're scrying on us right now, they'd have no clue until we got way closer.
It might be a tough sell with Bart.
So
Possibly. We'll see.
while you guys are doing this, Zelopharn swims back to the far chamber of his lair, and after a little while, he returns with a waterlogged chest. And he says, "I cannot thank you guys enough. I found this in a shipwreck just a couple of days ago. Consider it yours, is just to show my appreciation for all your help. I haven't opened it yet, but you can just shake it." And he starts shaking this chest, and I can tell it's got some goodies in it.
You
can keep our
you
stuff
have
in it.
trouble opening chests every time we're down here. You give us one you haven't opened yet.
That's part of the fun, though. Because
Ah.
when you open one and you find out what's inside it, it's a surprise.
Okay. Well,
A
thank you for giving
surprise.
that surprise to us.
Do you guys want to open it? It's locked.
Serval would cast prestidigitation, clean it up, maybe some mending to get it like new so that all the joints work.
Yeah.
And it's easier to open. And then, yeah. Looks to Oscar. Do you have the means to unlock this?
I imagine Serval just walking up to this chest, casting a couple spells on it, making it a little nicer shine and everything. And then we open it, and then he walks over, takes the stuff out, and throws the chest away.
Yeah.
So, Oscar, you put your thieves' tools into it, work it pretty quick. You hear click, 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 and open it up without a problem. And inside, you
21.
guys find
I turn it upside down, let it all
Wait.
fall out, and then I start putting stuff in it.
coins hit the seafloor, hundreds of coins, thousands of coins hit the
Oh,
seafloor.
God.
There are
Can I
200
make a
gold
dex
pieces.
save to avoid them all falling about?
I'll give you a dex save against Oscar's.
Okay.
Excuse me, Ed.
Contested?
Contested, thank you.
Yes,
Contested dexterity checks for the both of you.
Oh, I'm rolling both. Hold on.
Roll against yourself, sir.
So yeah, what you guys see is there are excuse me, there are 200 gold pieces, 1,000 silver pieces, and 1,900 copper pieces
Holy shit.
On the
Wow.
cavern floor.
on the cavern floor. Actually, with Serval, he's going to manage to keep you from doing it with his
Thank
17
God.
against a 10.
Well, I
So-
just move it off to the side though, and I start putting my candle and
He
stuff in the
dumps it
box.
upside down,
Yeah.
and Serval shuts the lid.
In
What
addition
the
to
hell are
all,
you doing?
in addition to all of the coins, you also find there are several moonstones and some jasper and some other gemstones mixed in.
Okay.
Cool.
Serval sees the silver and he puts on some gloves.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the coins. Is that all right? And you guys can figure out the all of the rest of the stuff is in your party sheet.
Just split the extra up amongst us. In my opinion.
The extra what?
Extra
Money?
gems and jasper and shit.
All right.
We can like sell it all, right? Like 50% or whatever.
If you guys would like to sell the gems in town, you can do that later. Yeah. For right now, they'd have to be just gems. But we'll leave them in the party sheet for now. We'll figure it out later. So yeah, all of that happened. You guys have emerged victorious, and it's not difficult to at this point to gather up some of the dragon scales. Who would like to carry dragon scales? You guys will need.
I will.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and give those to you. Do you guys want to take the amulets of Asmodeus, or do you want to
Serval
destroy
wants
them
to
or get
take
rid of them?
the amulets and the
Robes.
the robes and kind of. Okay, we've got options with these. Maybe possibly if you guys have friends that might help us, let's get in contact with them. Friends who don't mind doing a little undercover work.
You mean Jarlaxle? His people.
Most likely. I mean, they
That
could
is
probably.
a good move there. Yeah, they could make use of these for sure.
It could give them the opportunity, if they've got the right kind of magics, pretend to be the oh, they could pretend to be the
Cultists?
cultists and head right on in.
So
and
during all
Serval
of
kind
the
of eyes.
upcoming proceedings, I'm keeping Thentius next to me. I'm keeping an eye on him, and I'm keeping an eye on Bart.
Okay, I've given Serval the amulets, the cult robes. Todrin has the pile of dragon scales, and Oscar, I've given you the chest. And I'd be tempted to go ahead and just give you the gems too if you're going to be keeping the chest. But
Hungry? Sure. Yeah.
No, we dictated we're splitting
Yeah.
those.
Okay.
I'm sorry. If the chest is handed to Oscar full of the gems, I act. I do something about it.
All right.
Like, hang on. No, I'm sorry, Oscar. We're gonna need to make use of these.
So yeah. Let's see. So you guys have been told to return to the eye catcher whenever you can. So would you like to go ahead and do that, or do you have other plans?
Let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Indeed.
Um.
Let's see here. Does Serval should have like 1 third level, 1 second level, and then a few first level spells left, right?
1 first and 3 second.
Oh, I still have 3 second? I thought I... Okay. Well, then he'll use a couple more of the second level spells on healing the dragon.
I had to use 1 cure wound on it already, and then who am I? Oscar. Oscar did 1, and then the balm also. So he's over half.
And then... Okay, if he's over half, then Serval would probably use the spells on himself.
Yeah, you're only down 5.
Oh, really?
Oscar
okay.
healed you up 2.
Oh, I appreciate
Oscar's got potent healing.
that. Oh, yeah.
All right. Give me just a minute while I'm getting myself sorted here. So you guys, you can probably take the dolphins and persuade them if you would like to get there a little faster, or if you want, you can just swim. Your water breathing will last all day essentially.
Oh, okay. I say we
On
pop
to
it.
the eye catcher.
Fill a bucket with water, and constantly keep my head in it.
Sandy, I need water.
I actually do. I'll be right
Well,
back.
okay, SpongeBob.
All right. If so, let's go ahead and take just a 2-minute break then, since Guy's gonna
Break
go get a drink,
time.
and let me get this all sorted out here for the next thing.
Cool. Laundry. I forgot about it. Damn it.
Go ahead.
Timers. 1 sec.
So how are you guys enjoying it?
Well,
We
glad
murdered
that
a bunch of
combat.
cultists.
Yeah, I'm glad that combat went well. I wasn't so sure Zelifon was gonna make it.
That was the idea. I had no idea whether he would or not.
Mm-hmm.
I think he only made it because of the octopi.
The
I'm
octopi.
just,
There were a lot of clutch things. Your healing and support of the dragon was clutch too.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, when he got bloodied, he was going to start backing up into that cave and force them into a funnel. So
Ah, nice.
you
nice.
guys wouldn't know that, but that's just me saying more than I should. But
Honestly, I was surprised they were so focused on him. In my head, I'm like, they might kill him. Good for them. We're still gonna murder all of them.
well, if he's the biggest threat of the party. I mean, of all of us together. And you know what, Todrin? I mean, I kind of had the thought that, if you get to be good enough friends with this dragon, he'd make a great mount.
Oh, shit. That would be really cool.
You two get to be such great friends that he's willing to carry you aloft in your travels and battles. And
Oh man,
of course, he'd require a share of the treasure, but you know, it could
right?
be fun.
The dragon's share.
Let's see.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Soon as Kai gets back, we will move forward.
Begin anew.
So Drax, just out of character, how's Bart feeling right now?
He is
Traumatized.
He wasn't expecting to not even get a confrontation with what's his name? Alistair. And now he's dead. And so it's like, what just happened? And
And
Thentius is
his
with us.
aunt.
He wasn't expecting. He was just expecting some cultists, not
So you-
his fucking 3 members of his goddamn family. So he's very mad. That is his
So
primary emotion right now.
you guys have taken Thentius with you, correct?
Yeah, I have Thentius by the
Yes.
scruff of the neck, both for his protection from Bart, in my mind, and because I know we'll need him.
Oh, you know
Okay.
Bart well. If you weren't there, Bart probably would have used the staff to kill Thentius.
Exactly. That's why I told him to stay behind me. Like, I'm between Bart and Thentius the whole time.
Preventing Bart from doing something he would regret.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And it's almost
Bart is
more
very
for Bart's
disappointed right now.
protection than it is for Thentius's.
I'm sure we could hand Thentius over to Jarlaxle's tender mercies.
Oh man, I don't know. Out of character, yes, that would be perfect. In character, Todd already promised this kid some form of mercy, and they will not have any.
Well, I think that would just really depend on how useful he could be to them.
True.
I mean,
I can keep
at
my
this
mouth
point,
shut to a point, but I'm not going to abandon him to the drow.
that's
Imagine
true.
Mercy is a
That's
half
true.
elf that can't keep her mouth shut.
Oh man.
You know, Sune, all that.
Mm-hmm.
See you soon.
Not soony enough.
All right.
Real quick, as I was leaving, you said something about what we thought. I just want to shout out once again the seeing the bones through the lightning thing. That was fantastic.
Brilliant. That was brilliant.
That was pretty funny.
All right. So there we go. I think.
Nothing on my end. There it
There we
is.
go. So you guys arrive at the eye catcher, and they lower down like netting so you guys can climb aboard. You bringing Thentius up along with the scruff of his neck, and you guys are greeted on board by human sailors, and they pull you up and welcome you aboard. And then
Insight check. Insight check. Insight check.
you can I'll say you can roll an insight check, sure.
On who? What are we looking at here?
On the sailors.
Oh.
21 insight.
So the first thing you notice is there are two of them that start approaching you guys that have firearms on their hips. You instantly recognize that those are the same firearms that Krebik and Felrecht have been carrying. And you also notice, just pretty much immediately, one of them has a child-sized hand.
So
It's a little.
Serval
It's not the
greets-
same baby hand you saw last night. It's a little bigger now. It's more child-sized.
Serval's going to
Oh,
greet them
fucking
by
way.
name.
And they both nod, and they don't even try to hide their accents. They just, well, were you successful?
Serval pulls out all the robes and the amulets of Asmodeus. Yes, indeed we were.
Fantastic. Jarlaxle is waiting. Come this way. And so they will lead you back towards the dining room where you first met Zardah's sword. The same dining room, and at the end of the table, you see Zardah sitting on one end of the table, and you see Esvile Rajnar sitting on the other end of the table. And Felrecht and Krebig take seats on either side of her, and the captain of the ship comes in, and he takes a seat on the right-hand side of Jarlaxle, leaving you guys to sit wherever you would like. And
Serval... Sorry,
go ahead.
go ahead. I was just going to say, Serval strolls in and sits right next to the lady.
Todd
So
does
are you
something kind of odd. As we're walking down the hallway, I pull out a bottle of perfume and I give it a couple spritzes around my person. And as we're walking and I'm doing that, I look at Thentius, who's walking next to me, and I'm like, remember, kid, your best option here is to be as helpful as you can.
Right. And so what do you want to do with him? Do you want him to come into the room with you?
Yeah, I've got my hand
Okay.
on his shoulder the whole time.
All right, so yeah, you guys can come in and you can all sit. Do you have any interest in who sits where? I know Serval said he wanted to sit next to Lady Rajnar.
We will
As a
stand next
point
to the
of...
door.
Before we would get there, Serval would use prestidigitation to kind of, dry everybody off and clean everybody up and, make ourselves presentable. That's, don't want to be sloshing around in wet clothes, sitting down at such finery.
Oh, this is only a one-time use thing.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Holy shit. Okay, never mind. I don't do that.
Okay.
I thought this was something I could use a couple times. Sorry. My mistake.
Yeah, this isn't like a jar of perfume. This is a very small vial. It's like, a couple of drops.
Okay, so I do use perfume because I have a separate thing,
Sure.
but it's just for flavor. I smell good.
Not the...
And so Jarlaxle, you guys who you see is Zardah's Zord, but there's no accent this time. He's not putting on the Sean Connery accent where
No pretense.
he sits there and he looks up at you all and says, so how did it go?
Well, Serval does the same thing he did for his lieutenants. Pulls out the amulets and the robes and sets them all down, and the dragon's still breathing.
That is good.
It was a total mission success.
Excellent. Do you have the dragon scales?
We do indeed.
May I see them?
I'll pull out one and flick it to him like a coin.
He takes it and he passes it to the captain. And you see the captain begins casting a spell over it. And Bart, I'm not even going to make you roll a check for it. You instantly recognize he's casting an identify spell. And the captain nods to Jarlaxle and he goes, excellent. So, we have obtained the Stone of Golor from Lord Castellanter's villa in a pre-dawn burglary.
Oh, sorry. Give me 1 second.
Fantastic. I had gotten all of these robes all prepared just so that you could do exactly that if you needed a excuse to get into the...
Well, they may yet come in handy. We will see. I'm going to wait for Drax to get back. I don't want him to miss anything. So, let's see here. I must stay in accent there, otherwise I might lose it.
Speaking of accent, Kazan, I'm going to send you, I don't know why that has anything to do with accent, a picture of something that is in progress. You're really the only one I can show it to without spoiling anything, so I
Okay.
have to share
What?
it.
Okay.
But yeah,
I've
sorry.
seen it this before.
So, he says, we do not yet believe that the Castellanters are aware that we have the stone. That may change as soon as I attune to it, but please share with me your experience with this stone. I
Wait,
understand.
they took the stone?
Yes, we are taking the stone from Lord Castellanter's villa in the pre-dawn this morning.
Excellent.
Says, you briefly held the stone of Golor, yes?
No, we never had the stone.
No?
He doesn't remember.
What?
He has no memory of holding the stone.
Jarlaxle kind of tilts his, Zardoz, who you see tilts his head to the side, he says, interesting.
What do you mean I don't
What?
remember holding the stone?
Do you remember the mimic?
You do remember the mimic.
Yeah. We
The
killed it.
stone was on the mimic, under the mimic, and I went to go get it when the mimic attacked me. Remember?
I remember you reaching, yeah. We killed the
And
mimic, and the
and
guards
then
came.
you picked up the stone. You picked up the stone, and you had the stone with you. You tried to attune to it.
Yeah,
Son
you
of
don't
a
remember
bitch.
then-
anything about that.
You don't remember any of it, do you?
Son of a bitch. No, I do not.
Jarlaxle kind of squints his eyes a little. Says, interesting. Okay,
Apparently, that stone is dangerous.
it is indeed. And he looks to Lady Rajnar and he says, thank you for your assistance in this matter. She just kind of nods her head. And Jarlaxle, he says, well, as I said, we do not believe that they know yet, but as soon as I tune to it, they may. Please feel free to mill about the ship, have a meal, or just enjoy the sea breeze while I do such. So you see him take the Stone of Golor, which I think you guys have seen the picture of once before.
Yeah.
Close it
Well,
up
as
here.
he sits down to attune to the stone, I'll sit down to attune to this staff. Is that a thing I have to do?
If you would like
No,
to.
no, I don't want to do that. Instead, I'll cast Identify on that
Okay.
and the potion I have. What am I thinking? Stupid.
How long does this take? They're 10
Uh,
minutes, right?
Right, 10 minutes apiece.
Okay. So you guys would just want to take a short rest.
Sure.
Can I do a short rest and my things? No, huh?
And do the identify spells? Yeah, sure.
You
Are
just
you
tack
sure?
that onto the time. So an
Okay.
hour and 10 minutes or whatever.
No problem.
Cool.
All right, so there's your short rest. So what you find is this is a staff of adornment. It is a if you place an object that weighs no more than a pound above the tip of the staff while you're holding it, the object will float and remain there. And you can have up to 3 of those items. And what he has on it is those 3 bloodstones. They were just kind of like rotating slowly around the top of the staff. It doesn't give any special abilities or any bonus spells. It just looks cool.
You really?
What the
The potion
Okay, my uncle was a fucking badass.
fucking troll?
the potion was a potion of lightning resistance that he never had a chance to drink and probably should have.
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah.
he never got the chance.
Too busy killing everybody.
He
Fucking
was
dick.
shocked.
I'm still floored that his staff was literally just a staff of
Floating.
fucking-
That's the thing. You have seen this staff for years. Every time you see him with the staff and always thought that is so cool. That must be a really powerful staff. And now you find out It's not.
Are the gemstones powerful? Are they
They're
not
worth
just...
about 50 gold pieces apiece.
That's it.
That's it.
That's not... Oh my... Fuck that guy. I'm
That's
glad he's dead.
amazing.
Raise him from the dead and kill him again.
That is amazing. That is amazing. Not gonna lie.
So,
Try to attune to it. That's so funny.
Holy shit.
Sit there
sorry.
for an hour. Nothing is happening.
Sorry.
Don't apologize.
That's awesome though. That's really great.
All right. So,
The staff of floating
Well, he
and
can
trolling.
so what do you guys do? Well, Bart, where do
imagine
you
walking
do
home
this?
and seeing your dad.
At the table with
At the
Zardoz.
table. What do the rest of you guys do? Do you want to like have a meal or something? It's probably approaching midday by this point. Or do you guys have any other intentions that you would like to? Anything you want to do?
Todrin?
Yeah, Oscar.
Your name is Todrin, and during the midday, normally people will eat food. In case you had forgot.
Round it up.
Uh-huh. Go on.
Wow. He's not a Marine, he's a Paladin.
Wait, what? Did I miss something here?
Yo, see, you're forgetting stuff again. I'm sorry. Again, your name is Todrin.
Oh, by the way, while I'm thinking about it, if you guys would like to spend hit die for the
Oh yeah,
short
I
rest,
did
you
too.
Is
Okay.
this a Navy joke? Because I don't get it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'll see if the rats can draw some pictures so you always remember.
So while you're sitting there and Jarlaxle brings out a meal and like he's having food while Azulay is sitting there, she's eating. She says, and he says, while he's attuning to this, he says, "I have made Lady Rajnar a deal. She will receive the same 2.5% of gold that the rest of you will. Obviously, the 10%, but 2.5 each is what I'm getting at here. And in exchange for access to the vault, as you all know, the gold will be returned to the city of Waterdeep. Assuming you have found my dealings to be fair," he's looking at you, Todrin, "as I believe they have been, you will speak with your father on my behalf and persuade him to vote in favor of Fuskin's admittance to the Lord's Alliance."
That's all well. I immediately cut in. That's all well and good as long as we're aware that it's not just the gold that's already taken account for.
Is your mic in front of your face?
Is it? Is that better?
There we go.
Yes.
Okay.
Um,
Did you hear me?
Yeah,
Sure.
we heard you, just barely.
What do you
Okay.
mean?
The staff of the dragon staff of Zerberon. What was it
Agaron.
called? Agaron.
And he holds up the stone as he's holding it to attune to it, and he says, "This was part of the deal, was it not? That I would have the stone of Golor in
The
rather
stone, yes,
than
that's yours. That's spoken
rather
for
than
as
the
well.
staff, correct? This is right.
Yes.
Okay, good.
But Bart makes a point of looking over at her and then back at him. I wasn't talking about our deal, Zardoz.
The deal with Lady Rajnar? What
I
do you
don't
mean?
know what you have arranged with her. I'm just making it quite clear.
Well,
The staff is off the table.
It is indeed. Lady Rajnar here has received, or will receive, 2.5%, same as each one of you. And you look over, and she reaches down, she holds up one of the pistols that fell wrecked, and she says, "I also get one of these." She puts it back on her hip.
Speaking of my lady, did you or did you not end up reporting my tall, red-headed friend here for the miscommunication the other day?
She looks back across the table at Zardoz, and she says, "We came to an agreement that would not be necessary."
So Oscar once again remarkably remains
Off the hook.
bounty free.
And Jarlaxle just says, "You're welcome."
Yes, thank you. I appreciate both of you doing that. I just honestly
Bonsoir.
am amazed myself.
And it's about that time that Jarlaxle says, "Okay, so The Vault of Dragons does in fact lay beneath Lady Rajnar's tower in the seawall. He says, holding the stone. And you can see that every now and then he'll pause, like he's communicating with it telepathically. He goes, "We will need 3 keys to gain access to the vault. These bronze dragon scales," he gestures to the scale that's sitting there in front of him. "A natural-born shapeshifter." And you see him kind of... He looks perturbed by the last one, and he says, "And the severed hand of a drow. I always knew Dugald never had a twisted sense of humor."
Wow.
And you see Krebig kind of stands up and pounds on the table, and he says, "That explains why they cut off my hand."
Which hand does he use?
Wow.
He uses the other hand. But you do see he's holding up that child-sized hand.
That's fucked up.
And Krebig is the other one. Krebig stands up and he says, "I will volunteer for the second key. You have already lost one hand." And at that point, Felrex is like, "It should be me. You've already lost one." And you see these two guys are both like arguing over who should be the one to have their hand cut off. And at this
It
moment, you
doesn't
guys realize
say that it has to be, a full-grown hand. It could probably use his child hand there.
it's at this point you guys realize these guys are incredibly loyal to Jarlaxle. Like
No
they're
kidding.
literally willing to cut their hands off for it. And Krebig says, "I'm already the one wearing the ring. Let me do it. I can wait a little longer. And it'll keep us from being down a man," he says, pointing finger at Felrect. And Jarlaxle looks at you guys and he says, "I suppose congratulations are in order. You prevented these Kesselenters from getting their final key."
So who
Rat.
was their... Oh, their butler, the doppelganger. So where are we going to get a natural-born...
What
And
happened to him? We
Serval
killed
just
him,
kind of
didn't we?
trails off
He's dead.
and is like squinting at everybody, and you can see like his thoughts are and he kind of just shuts up and kind of collapses in on himself.
I turn to Thentius. Is he correct in assuming that that man down there was your cult's shapeshifter?
I didn't know what he was.
Would you say he was a shapeshifter now that you know?
I
Make a
mean,
guess
doppelganger.
here.
Oh wait,
I guess he had to have been. I don't know. I thought he was human. Or he thought he was a tiefling, rather. He's been human, he's been tiefling, he's been other things that you guys don't know about.
Okay. Well, that being said, would Oscar here count? I've seen him shift his shape.
Jarlaxle just says, he looks at Oscar and he
Start
says,
to make shapes with my hands.
"Are your abilities natural or are they learned?"
Well, I mean, I think I've always known them. I don't think I did a lot of shifting when I was a little baby, though. I'm not sure.
He says, "Let's see, let's roll him a check." Actually, Oscar, roll me a nature check. Just, we'll see.
Do we know any other shapeshifters?
Ooh.
You're pretty sure that you would not qualify as a, quote, natural-born shapeshifter.
I'm absolutely a natural-born shapeshifter.
Right. Okay.
Roll an insight check, Todrin.
Yeah,
Roll a
please.
deception check, Oscar.
17.
Why do I have to roll a deception for what's the truth?
I got a 17. Oh, phew. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, I'm we may need to keep looking just in case Oscar here doesn't count.
Don't mind him. He keeps forgetting things. Your name is Todrin.
Yes. Thank God you reminded me. Wait, what? Oh shit! Attacks! What the hell?
You guys shouldn't be seeing that.
Oh,
What?
Give me just a minute. Roll perception checks as this is going on.
perception.
You do not perceive the dagger in your back.
Oh, natural one
While
for
all
me.
this is happening, I'm just reading a book.
Wow. The disappointment of the staff is just too much to handle.
Yeah, I'm just like, there's too much going on.
Yeah, we're
My
all
family
idiots.
sucks. My uncle was a moron, not just stupid. Stupid and
Uh,
disappointing.
why is... Oh, I know why. So you guys, Serval and Bart, you're the ones that see this, rather you hear this. There's a thump above you. Sounds far away. And you guys seem to be the only two that noticed it.
A thump?
Anything other than a thump?
Actually, Jarlaxle raises his head up too and just, what was that?
Serval gets
What was
up and heads
Conrad
towards the
his
door.
name?
Was it unusual?
Well,
Don't you see?
obviously.
Jarlaxle just nods his head and you see him stand up and his hand is on his rapier. And he goes, were you followed?
Shouldn't have been.
I stand up and I pull my sword.
Yeah,
So-
Serval draws his weapons and heads towards the door.
Yeah, and Jarlaxle's like right beside you. Or
Can't remember if
Zardoz.
I'm behind or not. If I was in the middle, someone would have been following me.
So, does Bart follow Serval out?
Yes.
Okay. And then I
Okay,
will
give me
be
just a
behind
second
them.
here. I'm gonna... This is all happening pretty quick, so give me just a second.
I'll turn to Thentius. Stay here, kid. Keep your head
He
down.
just... What am I gonna do? I don't have a weapon.
No, I want to keep him where we can see him. I'm sorry.
Too bad. You're gone already.
That's fair.
I made sure I'm the last one in the room with him, and I tell him to keep his head down and stay there.
Good job. That'll keep him there.
All right. So I need everyone to roll initiative at this point,
Initiation.
All right.
and I'll let you know why in just a second.
It's not masturbation. I better not go last. Genshin. No?
Ooh.
Nobody? Okay. I thought that
I
was
can't
funny.
hear you, man.
Oh. Ah.
That's perfect.
Okay. So
Ooh, intense music. Mate.
Felrect practically leaps off over the table past you, Oscar, and starts running down the hallway. And he runs right past you all and through these doors. And the doors they slam open, but they start to come back close. So you lose sight of him. Esvele Rajnar, she is right behind you guys as well. And you see she's got this rapier in one hand and that pistol in the other.
True and proper sailor style.
Todrin, I'm going to take your dolphin off the thing for now, okay?
Okay.
Gotta get those dolphins out.
Alright, Serval, you're up.
So get out in the Well, get to the door, see what's going on, and then I'll go from there.
All right. So
Should be better.
as soon as you step outside, you see there, all at the exact same moment, there are 4 of these sailors that are on deck that are being pulled overboard. And all 4 of them just go off over the edge and into the water. And replacing them, what you see are 4 men dressed in black.
Oh boy. The men in black are here.
Zenithar.
Ba-da-ba-dum.
So, well, crap.
Sorry, it's still his turn. I'm going through too fast. What do you want to do?
Serval's going to kind of step to the side so that everybody can get around him. Well, yeah, he's pretty much going to stop at the door and hold his action. And
Fantasy
if
Grounds
anybody
crashed.
tries to attack any of the party, then he's going to use Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
Since people can go through my space, I'll just kind of block the door off.
All right.
Hold on, I'm reconnecting.
Okay.
My game crashed.
Let's see here.
That's awesome. This song is called Demise of a Nation.
And you know what I immediately think when I hear that?
Huh.
A nuke.
That what?
A nuke?
Hodgman
bomb.
and Bart.
Yep.
Did you guys use hit dice?
We did.
I did. I have 1 damage still.
You get 1d6 healing more, because Serval has Song of Rest, which gives you a d6 more healing during a short.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the very first thing you see is
no wounds.
at this point the only person that can see this is Serval, but one of these guys comes charging up to Felrect. Do you want to try to stop him with your Vicious Mockery?
To Felrect?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give him a Vicious Mockery.
Okay, go ahead and roll it on Adept 4.
Well, he has to roll the save.
Yeah, this guy fails the save and just immediately. What is it that you say to him?
You sorry black thing, do you have any taste in freaking clothes, or you all go to the same freaking tactic cool freaking story?
Black
so
does not become you.
He has disadvantage on his next attack, or is it all attacks on his turn?
I believe it's all on his turn.
Disadvantage on the next attack roll before
Is the
the end
next
of its
attack
next.
roll?
Okay, so his first one against Felrect is going to be that is a 2, so 7. That's a miss. That's a 1.
Yay.
Drop that
And
one.
that's a
Drop
5. So yeah, you watch this guy. He is completely just distracted by what Serval has just said to him, and just looks really hurt. Like even behind the mask, it's covering his face. All you can see on these guys is just the eye slit. They look like ninjas. Effectively, you guys wouldn't have a concept of ninjas necessarily, but just for the players, that's what you're looking
what
at
these
right
are.
now.
Oh, gotcha.
Real quick, when the one bearded devil, when he died, he was separated from his glaive. Did his glaive disappear with him?
It did.
Or could we have acquired that?
It appeared to disappear with him.
Damn.
They don't leave any evidence when they die. All right, and so this guy comes up behind Felrect, and he's going to do the same thing. And that is a natural 20.
Oh, hang in there, wrecked.
Ouch.
Get wrecked.
And survive.
All right, so he needs a. Hang on just a second here. He makes the save against the attack, though. The next one is a
Save
1,
against these guys' attacks.
and then second one's gonna hit. So, or the third one rather. Yeah. So Felric has got one of these guys on each side of him, and you see him struggling to get his gun out. Captain of the ship is going to stay back with in the cabin there. All right, Serval, you see this? One of these guys dressed in all black comes after you. First attack is a miss. He swings at you, but you manage to dodge out of the way of it. The second one's a hit, though. And I need a Constitution save from Serval.
Ooh.
These guys have poisoned blades.
5.
Serval, you are stunned.
Ouch.
He's going to take one more attack against you while you are stunned. That's a hit.
What is the stunned condition? I don't recall 5th ed.
It's paralyzed.
Stunned is the creature is incapacitated, cannot move, and can speak only falteringly. You automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws, and attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
Ooh.
Alright. So was that from a spell or from a poison or?
You
what
do
is
not sense that it was from a poison or anything. You feel that it was like a pressure point. Like this guy went for you and hit you in a muscle, and like your entire body just locked up.
Fucking ninjas.
monks. God damn it, monks.
Ninja monk.
And then you guys see this other guy come, and he bursts through the door and you see Serval at this point on the other side of the door is just like locked up that way. And the first person he comes face to face with is Zardoz Zord.
Oh shit.
And is stunned by his tasteful attire. Nope.
Let's see. He's going to try. Zardoz seems to shrug it off.
Yeah,
And he's going to make one more attack against him. That's a miss. So yeah, Zardoz has got this rapier out and fending this guy off. You guys can hear splashing in the water outside, though.
I'm sorry, can I get the map again?
Yes, you may. All right, and Krebig finally comes up. Let's see.
Did I get skipped there? I think I got skipped there.
Did you?
Yeah.
I apologize. I didn't intend to do that. There you go.
It's okay.
Your
Got
turn.
A lot going on there.
But
yeah.
it happened.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. I must have
to go.
double clicked.
It's
I
his
must have
memory
double clicked
thing.
the button.
Shut up, Oscar.
Have I skipped anyone else? I hope not.
No, I
Or
don't
did you guys
think
all
so.
just roll low initiative?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
all-
like
Yeah,
usual.
yeah.
All right.
Whenever
So,
it matters.
I will charge up, pull my trusty axe, the blue edge, and I'm gonna two-handed swing at this guy.
As you pull her out, you can just see her go, hear her voice in your head saying, "Who the hell are these guys?"
And I literally, she says that as I'm saying it out loud. Who the hell are these guys? I was just about to say that. First swing's a miss. Wow, same roll twice.
Yeah, these guys are really really dexterous, and this guy seems to just like be dancing out of the way of your attacks.
Hail. And I'm gonna move up the rest of the way.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna take a swing at you as you move away.
Alright.
Uh-oh.
Not with an 8. 13 total. So yeah, he takes a swing at you with just his bare fists. These guys don't appear to have a weapon in their hands. These are unarmed attacks.
Okay.
And you guys have, like I said, you guys have never seen these guys before. Alright, Krebig is gonna... Yeah, he's gonna get here. I think he's gonna go ahead and dash, though. He's gonna move all the way forward and up to this guy. He knows Jarlaxle's got that first guy handled, though. In fact, here's what's... You guys might as well just feel sorry for this poor bastard. With a 2.
Hits
A
with a
fucking
2?
2?
Wow.
He has a plus 14 to attack.
Wow.
The hell?
Yeah, Bart, what you see happening in front of you is Jarlaxle's just with this rapier just all over the place on this guy. And he's just cutting this guy to ribbons.
Oh, it's our Axel that. Okay.
All right, Bart, it's your turn.
Yay, I get a turn. Alright. So... do I get disadvantage if I'm adjacent to somebody, but I'm not using a ranged attack against them? It's not a ranged attack, doesn't matter. So I'll run up here behind Serval, and I'll see the chaos. Oh, I'm not gonna set his ship on fire.
He probably would appreciate
Dude,
that.
I want to use Fireball so bad. Anyway,
I'm
in
just
that
gonna
case,
say you have a lot of control over Fireball.
that's
You have more
fair.
control over your evocation spells than the average mage does. You could probably do this without even singeing the deck.
That's cool.
Alright. Well, in that case,
Boom!
seeing these guys out here... Oh, that's Krebig and Felrecht.
Yeah,
I was
you
like,
see
yeah,
Krebig
all
and
these
Felrecht
guys
right there.
out here, I'm gonna fuck these dudes up, but those are our guys. So I'm not gonna do that. So instead, I'm going to...
They're drow. They've got natural resistance to magic, right?
I'm gonna cast Melf's my
Or you can, like,
meteors,
put holes in
Okay.
your casting.
and so Todrin attacked this. He didn't attack anybody.
I missed twice. I threw 2 at the one in front of Zardoz.
Drax, can't
Oh.
you make holes in your evocation so that it doesn't hit the ally?
Yeah, but only so much. I guess. No, because you're there too, and I couldn't do it for everybody.
Well,
So
then,
instead, I cast my
move it over.
Melf's minute meteors.
Okay.
Well, you know Todd can take it, so if you need to spare somebody.
No.
At the same time, I'm the one you have stated trusting, so maybe not.
So I'm gonna run out here, and I'm gonna hit both of these guys with it.
Okay.
So I run out, and as I draw my sword, the meteors come out, and I just kind of jab them past Serval, and 2 jabs, and these meteors fling out. And where the hell is the button? There it is.
Yeah, they both fail
Nice.
those. They don't even see it coming.
Yes! Alright, so I control both of those fireballs, and I contain them around them, so they don't explode and hurt Felrecht and
Totally.
Todd and Krebig.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
You guys feel this blast of heat, and you can see the fire, but you are completely untouched by it.
So cool.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
Sorry.
No. Todrin.
Yeah.
This guy leaps off the top of off the rail above you, over you, and he's gonna try and strike at you.
Oh, that's cool as hell.
I don't know who these guys are, but they're kind of cool.
It's pretty cool, man.
Yeah,
Not gonna
so
lie.
he's in midair as he tries to land the first attack and does hit you right in the neck.
Ow.
And I need a Constitution save from you.
Come on. Oh my god.
You are stunned.
Fuck.
Yeah, again, he hit you right in a pressure point in your neck, and it's like every muscle in your body just locks up all at once.
Christ.
And then he's gonna he tries to hit you as you are stunned, and whether it's him landing the jump or what, he cannot get through that armor of yours, except he does the second time.
Crap.
This guy's gonna do the same thing. You see this guy leaps over, grabs some of the rope that's hanging from like where they've got those sails rigged, and he goes over this guy and over Krebig, and he's gonna try and attack Krebig from above. He manages to land the second one with a natural 20. And
Sorry, this
you
lasts
guys
till
watch.
the end of my next turn, right?
Yes, you guys watch as Krebig is now stunned.
Shit.
All you guys can hear, there's a lot of splashing over. Those guys aren't dead, but they are injured. And Oscar, it's your turn. Everyone has left you with a meal in front of you, and you can hear fighting outside down the hall.
I got this.
He's got Bart's brother in there with him, potentially.
I pull out my quarterstaff as I kick the door open. As I walk past this post, I kind of slam the quarterstaff back against it, casting Chalet. That's the rest of my 30 foot, where I will then attack martial arts at it.
Sure, go for it.
Haha, hitting him. And totally killing him.
Absolutely.
Not
Or not.
Cantrip a whoop ass.
activated.
These guys are pretty tough.
So bonus action, movement, done.
Okay.
Oh shit, sorry.
All right, so Felrect. Felrect's got his short sword in one hand and his pistol in the other, and you see him take a swing at the first guy. That's a hit. And you just hear a gunshot ring out as he fires on the other one. And then Lady Rajnar is going to come running between you and Oscar and Jarlaxle, and she's going to take a swing at this martial artist that's between her. She's going to miss him on the way, but I'm going to say she's going to get behind him now and make another attack on him with that rapier. She can't land it. She has 3 attacks with her multi-attack, though, so she's frustrated that she can't land a hit on this guy that is almost dead. She's going to... That last one, though, she lands. And you watch as she finally, after 2 swipes, she just takes a second and lines him up and just spears him right through the back and through his heart. And I'm just going to say it's a sneak attack. You can see she kills this guy and just lets her blade out, and he just drops to the floor dead.
24 damage, nice.
She showed him.
You get the real quick impression that she is not helpless.
If Todd wasn't taken.
Okay, Serval, you are no longer stunned after this round, but with you being incapacitated,
I can't do anything for my round, right?
right? I'm going to point out these guys are not used to fighting in the daylight. The drow, the all of Breg and Dareth at least.
Jarlaxle's got some help in that regard, but the rest of them are at disadvantage, aren't they?
Yeah, you see this guy comes out and he stops in the shadow over the foxhole. Is that how you pronounce it? Overhangs,
Foxhole.
and so he's still in the shadows, but he's looking out into bright light, and he can't land this shot. And you see a crossbow bolt just zip past this this guy. Same thing happens with this guy. Again, the drow are not used to fighting in the daylight, and they just cannot seem to land hits on these guys. That's a 4. It's a 15. Krebig seems to shake off the whatever that stun attack is that they're trying to do, though. And he's just able to dodge most of these attacks, despite the fact that he's kind of surrounded here. All right. Todrin, you feel a hit. I need you to roll me a dexterity save, which you would automatically fail because you were that. So you are now prone.
Fuck. Okay. Flat on the
Oh,
ground.
I've forgotten how to stand up.
I forgot all kinds of things. Ow! Stop with the hitting. I'm officially at 50% HP.
And he's going to give you one more for good measure. that last one, he tries to kick you while you're down, but he ends up stubbing his toe on you.
It says that stunned people can speak falteringly. You just hear me on the ground. Use your words.
Hey, missed. Fill my bath. What? Feel my wrath.
Fill my bath. Do my math.
Okay, Todrin, that effect is going
Sorry,
to
real
roll
quick,
off.
can I retcon and just say that I yelled out to Krebig to get out of the way?
If you want, sure.
Yeah.
So he'll try to do that.
I would have
you-
yelled actually just to get out of the center of the deck. No,
So
I
he's-
wouldn't have.
He is
No.
stunned, so he's not going to be able
Oh,
to do that.
doesn't matter. Anyway,
Okay.
then I just would have seen Todrin and been like, Todrin, watch out!
Right, and so I'm stunned, laying on the ground.
Oh, fuck! Everybody's stunned!
Yeah, these guys are nasty. But Zardaz's Zord comes out.
Oh, he goes out there too. Thanks, Zardoz. Just another person to fireball.
Does Bart really care at this point?
Not much. It's
Yep.
getting real slim.
Yep.
He just sees you getting fucked up. Oh, no, never mind.
Jarlaxle's going to use a... Seeing how tough these guys are, he's going to use a legendary action that he
Oh,
has.
damn.
Kill this guy.
Yeah, he kills that one.
Stab, stab,
Slice,
stab.
slice, 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 stab. Stab, stab, slice.
Somebody's
Stab.
like half naked, just spinning around, killing people.
Yeah, and he's gonna he's gonna use this last attack on this guy. So let's
Fuck,
see.
he's got 5
You watch him.
attacks.
With a legendary action he does, and you see him grab this guy and just throw him overboard. It's like he's got the rapier in the first guy and just drops him, and with the other hand just grab the guy by the scruff of the neck and just throws him overboard.
Nice.
I like to think that he's holding his drink the whole time.
Oh, probably so.
Here, hold this. Throws him overboard and
All
grabs
right,
it out
Bart.
of his hand.
It's
Your turn.
I wish that there was this other boat next to it, because he smacks his face into it on the way down. But
All right,
obviously
so
that's not it.
I should know this a lot, but oh, I don't have it. But I do have it. So seeing Bart or Todrin getting nice and punched to death.
Fucked. Nice and fucked.
I'm gonna
Just how he likes it. He lived like he died.
push up my sleeve on my right hand. I'm gonna pull one of those beads out, and I'm gonna throw it a little bit past Martial Arts Adept 1.
Okay.
So
How big is the blast?
it's a 20-foot radius, isn't it?
Holy shit.
I'm looking and I don't see.
What's a fireball spell?
I'm trying to find it. Oh, right there. Wow.
Wow.
Oh, it's not. Thanks.
20-foot radius sphere centered on that point.
Thank you. Oh, that's a lot bigger than. Oh well. I didn't even see those guys on the other side.
It's okay, they dead now.
They did.
So yeah. Oh, duh! I gotta cast. My bad. How can I do that? Here we go. Whatever.
Roll it for Krebig and the 2 sailors and the 2 mates, or
That's
one
right,
of the
'cause
mates.
I'm not casting this.
Right. I'm gonna read the description of that thing real quick because I don't think you have control of this.
I don't think I do either, because I'm not casting it.
That's what I
Anytime
was
you-
thinking.
It's a bead that's exploding, but I don't care. Krebig.
Sculpt
sorry.
spells.
Would I hit those guys on the bottom? Because they're kind
Says
of
when
under
you're casting
the boat,
it.
aren't they?
Because
Sorry, go
they
ahead.
are climbing up the side of the ship as this is
Oh.
happening, so they're gonna have resistance to the fire damage because they're soaking wet.
Anyway, what were you gonna say?
I was reading your sculpt spells. It says you create a pocket of relative safety within the effects of your evocation spells when you cast an evocation spell that affects creatures. So
Mhm.
this is not going to work for your
No, 'cause
fireball
it's just
necklace.
an exploding bead.
So mate 2 and both of those 2 sailors as well.
All right. Well, let me do the damage for these guys, because otherwise the thing will go away. Oh no, it doesn't. But well, whatever. Ha ha! And mate 1 as well?
No, not mate 1. He's outside of it.
Alright. I guess I could have done this better.
All right.
Uh-oh. Some sailors died.
Shit.
So what you guys see happen here is a bead is thrown out into the deck. There is a massive explosion of fire.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no. Oh no.
Jarlaxle shouts. He says, "There's smoke powder on this ship, you moron!"
Not anymore.
Roll me a D100.
Oh, Kaysen! No!
Uh-oh.
Sorry, guys. I totally just fucked our campaign
Bart
with a beat.
just got a little too used to controlling his fire spells.
Oh. Mmm.
Music's doing well.
Oh no! What am I doing? I'm
A
just
D100
panicking
roll.
right now, deep inside.
I need a D100 roll.
Oh shit. Oh no. Just
I
the
don't wanna
slow
do this,
motion, you
Case.
can hear the heartbeat as the beats
If you
sail
want,
through the
I
air.
can roll it.
Please.
Boom.
As soon as he yells that, you guys, there's just this moment of just
Man.
abject horror in your minds, and nothing happens.
Yet.
You can see down into the cargo area of the deck below. He has blown a hole right in the middle of Jarlaxle's ship.
The real question here is what's on fire, Kaysen?
I don't have enough mending spells to fix all that.
Ah,
There are not enough
Kaysen.
cantrips in the world.
Why am I stupid?
Oh man.
So you did more damage to Jarlaxle to our side than you did to their side.
The risk of a fireball.
I'm
That's
so
about right,
embarrassed
isn't it?
right now.
Don't be, dude. Fog of war.
No. I don't even know what that means in
Fog-
this case.
Fog of war?
It means there's things that you can't see.
Would you like
from
to
your
move
vantage
or do
point.
anything
No.
else?
That is very seeable. I just ignored it.
Would you like to move or do anything else?
That is not fog of war. Don't give me. That's why I'm like, what are you talking about?
No, it means you make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Your mistake here was treating the beads like your fireballs. Fucking happens.
Sorry, Kaysen. What?
No, it's okay.
I thought those were
No,
my
it's
balls.
not
I'm sorry.
okay.
Is there anything you want to do? Anything else you want to try?
Can I act like I was in the center of that fireball and just die?
I think he's done.
There's-
I think he just stands
There's
there.
splintered wood and everything.
He's in shocked horror at what he just did.
You didn't
Yeah,
answer my question. What's on fire?
Everything is on fire.
Yeah, I'm just
There's-
standing
there
there,
is-
just stupefied because I'm so dumb.
Sailors start coming out of the quarters behind you. You finally see this guy come up on deck, and he's soaking wet, and he just
Man.
looks at what's going on.
I'm
And
not
he
gonna
goes-
lie, I don't want to play anymore because now I'm gonna have to explain Bart's actions.
Alright.
Oh.
Yeah, this guy's gonna hit this one. So, okay.
Okay. Well, that just happened.
Oh shit, he missed with the first one. I shouldn't have rolled damage. That was my bad. That one hit. I'll just count that as the damage one. Okay. And
On the plus side, we
you
can
watch
call this-
Jarlaxle shrug off that the attack too.
call this Bart's rock bottom.
Yeah, this guy
Ah.
this guy actually falls to the deck below you guys. The deck just falls out from under him. He's gonna take some damage from the fall.
Take fiery regret damage.
Oscar, it's your turn.
Okay. Five is the closest, looks like.
Yes, he would be.
Is 5 attacking Krivik?
He is attacking Krebing and appears to be trying to also attack Serval.
Oh, I should have used it. I'm just gonna try and bop him.
Okay.
Try and come up under his chin and bash him up. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he looks that hurt.
That's all I got.
Oops. Should be Felric first. I skipped him. Alright, Felric is sick of this shit. He's gonna pull out his pistol. Let's see here.
The hell you laughing at?
Right.
Well, Drax lost it. Somebody call the
He's
ambulance.
lost it. Yep, we need to have the men in the white coats come and give him that jacket that lets him love and hug himself all day.
I've still got the jacket downstairs from last time. I've got this.
Alright. Oscar, Serval, you guys watch as Lady Rajnar comes up, and again, she does the same thing to this one. She, as he's distracted, she sneak attacks him right behind and manages to kill him dead. You see, when you guys look up now, there are these two guys standing at the rail above, on the deck above you guys, looking over. These two sailors, they look like they don't look like they're on death's door. They look like they were stunned and they're still recovering from it, and they're both just eyes are wide at the destruction that lays before them on the deck below.
So yeah.
Good job, Marcaster.
Ooh.
All right, Serval, it is your turn. The guy in front of you has just been killed. You do not currently see any on deck. There is one that is alive down below deck, though. That on the deck that is collapsed down. There's one down there that is still alive.
Actually, Serval is going to run to one of the sides that he saw sailors being pulled overboard. And he's going to be trying to help them get back on the ship.
Okay. Yeah, there's still one guy in the water that you can... He's probably gotten far enough now that you can help him get on deck.
But yeah, Serval is just more worried about taking care of the sailors. Any of the sailors that are he might throw a inspiration at Todrin, and yeah,
Thank
bardic
you.
inspiration at Todrin, and just helping everybody, all the other sailors.
Got it.
I'm going to call it at the end of this round, guys, but I think you guys are probably going to be able to kill the last one off quick. So...
If it gets to my turn, I want to try to take him alive.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, speak with dead.
So Todrin, you see these guys up on deck looking down into this massive hole or pulling out their hand crossbows. Do you want to shout anything at them or not?
Wait! We need to know... That's probably all I can get out.
Roll
Fuck.
a persuasion check at disadvantage because
I mean,
their ship has just been blown to hell.
Yeah, and I'm like on the ground still. I just happened to look over and see him. Hey! Oh, disadvantage. God damn it. Fucking haven't rolled shit all fucking day. God.
It seems like there was enough of a hesitation that then he Zardoz. Like he's not sure what to do. Same thing with this guy.
Awesome. Okay. +7. It works.
Bart, there are guys that are pushing past you now to get out on deck. You see this the captain comes out on deck and sees this destruction. Yeah, you managed to get the sailor on deck. Todrin, it's your turn. You can see there's another guy that is coming up behind Jarlaxle he's climbing over right now. Like it was his turn to get over. So if there's anything you want to do about him or the guy down below, you can do that now.
Yeah, I'll stand up, and so that's half my movement. And then with the last, my ears are ringing. I'm just doing my best to tell what's going on. I'm gonna run at this guy and try to grab him and grab him around the chest and spin around to smash him face down onto the deck and pin him to the ground.
Roll a strength check. Or it'd be athletics. And...
For fuck's sake!
Oh no!
With I'm gonna throw the bardic inspiration in there. I'm rolling that by hand. That's a 4, so 9.
He rolled a 15.
Fuck! Worthless. I have literally counted for nothing this whole combat.
You didn't blow up a ship that you were allied with. It's still on fire, and there's explosive powder. So, that's cool. Don't be alarmed or anything.
Oh no.
Yeah, you just hear a series of gunshots behind you as Prebig just unloads his gun. So Zardoz kills this guy that you were trying to pull on deck, but he leaps down to below deck, and he's gonna try and take this guy alive. And that is a 16 and a 6. You watch him as he gets this guy down in a hold, and we're now out of combat. And all you hear around you is the clicking of the hammers on firearms being pulled back, and they're pointed at you two.
Wait, which two? Sorry.
Yep.
At all of you and this guy down that Jarlaxle's got.
Oh.
And Jarlaxle says, strip that wizard of his equipment and take him down to the brig. And he's pointing up at Bart.
I'm just stunned, staring at what I did.
And Jarlaxle's down on the deck below where there's this hole in the ship, and he's looking up at you, Todrin, like, don't even try to stop me right now.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I look at him and I'd start to say, he didn't, and then I see the look on Zardaz's face, and I shut my mouth and hang my head a little.
Bartholomew, these sailors take your equipment, they take your sword, they take the staff that you have now, all of your equipment. You're stripped down to essentially your clothes, and you're taken down into the brig, and it's dark down here, and you can just make out someone in the back corner.
I don't even care. I'm just standing there, staring at the floor.
And she
like,
just,
son of a bitch.
you just hear her laughing. She says, "I guess you must have pissed off your friends, huh?"
Oh,
It's Alice
shit!
Caledona.
Oh, fuck! No fucking way. She's just laughing her ass off. Oh, no. Oh, my God. I can't really imagine a nightmare worse than Bart's last 24 hours. I really can't. That poor fucking guy.
Bart, we are going to discuss certain things that I want to go over with you later, but it doesn't have to be tonight.
Oh, my
I
God.
think he just lost his share to pay for the ship.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Oh, no.
So you've taken a
Wow.
captive,
At
or rather
a
Jarlaxle
severe
has.
cost. Damn.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
I heal Sailor 3 as I put my.
And they're grateful for that. They're
Serval is just right there with the sailors, just starting to heal and putting out fires and just whatever he's putting his knowledge and skills to use, helping however he can, moving timbers and such to start the repairs.
so we're gonna end with this. Jarlaxle eventually hands this masked man over to one of his guys and says, "Take him down to the brig too. I don't care if he kills the wizard." And you just see Jarlaxle come up to you, Todrin. He says, "Give me one reason why I shouldn't throw the rest of you in the brig as well."
Honest mistakes. We're on the same side here. I'm standing full height, hands held behind my back, like, you gotta have respect for something here. But yeah, I say it was an honest mistake. I'm sure we can figure this out. I do apologize. We can come to some kind of understanding here.
And that's where we're gonna end it.
Oh, shit.
Woohoo.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh my God. That's so intense. Did y'all see the clip I put in the chat there?
That's pretty much what just happened, yeah.
Oh no.
Just blew up the campaign. That's what I just did.
Wow.
It's all good, dude. It's all good.
No, it's not.
I don't hold it
Drax.
against you.
Drax, I'm just gonna
It's
say,
great.
this is what makes a campaign memorable. Mistakes happen, good things happen, bad things happen.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
Don't
what can
feel
I
bad.
do to fix
Don't-
this?
Don't feel bad. First off, seriously, I've made mistakes too. It happens.
We all have.
Shit happens. But I'm gonna tell you that that D100 roll was 7 away from blowing the ship to hell.
I'm not gonna
Jesus.
lie, Kaysen, that would have been preferable for me. You were like,
Oh wow.
you were like, go ahead and roll this die, and I'm like, you go ahead and roll it because you're gonna roll it, and we're all gonna die, and I'm gonna be cool with that.
So
Oh my
wow.
No, for real
We
though,
have
this
There
reminds
is
me of
literally
our first campaign when we were in the woods with that tribe of lizard men, and
Mhm.
everybody
That's true.
passed their persuasions to come in, and my stupid ass is like, "I'll set myself on fire and come in screaming. That'll keep them calm."
and and I've done it too. That
It
fight with
is
the
not
Yugoloth,
the same.
I
It
fucked up
is
that fight, and
not
I
the
got Ollie.
same.
Ollie died, man. Ollie died in that fight with the Yugoloth.
That's true.
It happens. It
That's
really
true.
does. Don't
Yep.
feel bad about it. It makes this. It will be something you will remember forever. I will
No,
not lie. You will remember it forever. But you
no,
will. It's not a bad thing.
no. What
it's
is
great
wrong with you?
storytelling. Great storytelling.
It's
This is
storytelling.
a
What are
great
we are gonna be
story
trying
hook.
to recover from this repercussion for the rest of the campaign?
We're gonna be fine.
Yeah, we'll be
Uh-huh.
fine.
I gotta
We'll
be
figure
okay.
it out.
Sorry.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
I don't.
I mean,
How are you
worst
feeling?
case, Bart goes villain, and you just have to make a new
Where-
character.
I don't see how I'm not gonna be able to not do that right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know, dude. That's you're gonna need some time to think about this one for sure. But like Kazan said, that's part of the story. Don't feel personally bad about it, please. I'm enjoying the hell out of
Bart
this.
Bart could spend some time in one of the temples just trying to piece together his sanity after all of this. You know, it's just great story.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
true.
there's so many things that you could do, and you could go from here to get to make Bart that much more interesting. You can go dark and say fuck it all, or you can go, hey, let's have Bart just have some downtime.
Okay, well, let me just pull Bart out of the equation. What the fuck are we gonna do
As out
as a
of character
party?
as players.
Yes. No, no,
Serval's
no.
going to
What is
be
the group gonna do? Because right now, I might have single-handedly just fucked all of our progress towards the, you know,
well, how much is a ship like that worth
a
total?
lot.
I
I
can
know
actually
a
look that up
lot.
for you right now if you want.
I mean,
Please.
I can tell
realistically,
you. It's where would it be? A sailing ship of that size, being first off, a sailing ship as it is 10,000 gold pieces. This is more than just that. This is an expensive, ostentatious yacht. This is probably
So,
worth somewhere in the neighborhood of 20,000, which is more than you guys
so
are getting paid.
I'm not trying to say that we buy it. I'm just saying that Bart might have to use his share to repair it.
yeah,
That's
you're
not
asking what our
enough.
you're asking what our moves are. In my mind, we have two. Your share as a bargaining chip, and my vote, my promise to get his city brought into the or do my part to bring his city into the Lord's Alliance. Between those two things, he may not like us, but I think we can salvage the
we
mechanics of
we we might
the agreement.
we might just have to
Mm.
cut ties after all of this is done with him and just be business partners and not allies anymore after this. But, you know, there are things that we can do, and we're going to be a little less rich after it's all said and done. So,
We
you
have
know, it
moves. We have ways. We'll get through it. Is the thing. We'll get through it.
Mm. Okay.
He can't.
but
That's the other thing. If he wants reasons to not do something awful to you, how about undermining all of the progress he's made by doing something like that to a noble?
well, the problem is that he's got everything now. He's got the Stone of Golor. He's got, you know, two of the three keys that he needs. I mean, unless at this point we're only good to him by, you know, putting ourselves in mortal danger and going to see what's actually in the vault itself. I mean, he's got everything he needs to cut us out.
That's not true. He would lose out on my promise.
Yeah, your promise, but you think that he probably doesn't have 5 other options lined up in case that
You
his
said you
issue
said he's got
with you failed?
nothing. I'm saying that's not true. That's not to say he may make a move
I,
despite
I'm
that.
I'm not saying he has nothing. I'm saying that there's not as much as I would hope that we would have at this point.
Well, obviously.
So at this point, we just, I mean, at this point, we'll just have to roll the dice and do the role playing and see what happens when we get to the next session next week. But yeah,
Okay.
but
Oh, Kai already left. Wow.
seriously, Drax,
He had something that he was trying to get to that was supposed to start at 11, so he couldn't stay.
Could have said something.
He told me. That's why I was trying to end it as quick as I could. Uh, there we go. Okay. Wow. Drax, I'm not
right?
gonna lie, I was not expecting that, but I'm just gonna say this again. I know you're feeling like shit right now, but I am grinning from ear to fucking ear right now. I really am. That was amazing. And
Okay.
I know that,
Hmm.
wow. I just wow.
I'm glad. I'm glad. I think it'll be cool to figure out what the hell happens after this.
So,
Hmm.
Drax, I'm gonna say I don't know if you've been watching Critical Role. I don't think you have been. Heinrich's gonna know what I'm gonna be talking about here. Liam is playing a character named Caleb, and he has a problem with fire.
He's a wizard.
Yeah, he's a wizard. He every time he kills someone with a fire spell, he has to roll a sanity check basically. We don't have to do this, but I'm kicking around the idea. There are madness rules in the Dungeon Master's Guide that we can discuss if you would like to. We don't have to do that.
I
But
really
after
don't.
this,
What, Drax?
I really don't.
are you okay?
No.
Drax, it's okay.
What's
I promise it's
That
what's
okay.
destroyed all of my future plans for Bart.
How so?
How so? Bart just got imprisoned. And
And we can get him out. He's not go. It's not like he's
it's
imprisoned
gonna
in
cost
Waterdeep.
way too much though.
Well, there's other venues. I mean, look, for one, we have a lot of friends in Waterdeep. We have the bar. We still have ways of accruing uh, wealth, and this can be motivation for Bart to go into the Undermountain and try to accrue more wealth,
Hmm.
have more resources,
Well,
more. I mean, this is a perfect motivation
you haven't lost
for.
anything yet.
well that
I've
and
lost stuff I haven't even gained yet.
Drex, it's not like you're gonna stay in the brig of this guy's ship.
That's true.
Obviously, we're going to get you out one way or the other,
I mean, he
and
may execute you. There's that.
well,
I'm sorry.
Jesus. The point is, you're not staying there one way or the other. Obviously, you're gonna get out one way or the other, and either it costs us a lot or it costs us a little, depends on how things go. But I mean, it's not
But
over.
it's good storytelling,
Yeah, and
sir.
that's part of the story. Shit fucking happens.
I mean, seriously, if bad things didn't happen, everybody would be soft. They'd all be first level, and there'd be nothing interesting that happened. I mean, shit happens, and you just pick yourself up and keep going. I mean, I hate to say it's kind of cliche, but fucking Batman. When Alfred says, "Why do we fall, Master Wayne?"
That's a fair point.
That's what Kazin was quoting at us.
I've been leaning in. Here's the thing. I feel like I've been leaning too hard into it, but there has been this entire campaign and angle of tragedy and loss and sacrifice, and when is the price too high?
Ah.
There is an angle of you have. I'm not gonna lie. Bartholomew just hit rock fucking bottom. Like this is the bottom for Bart. Like
Mhm.
this is, and now the angle is how do you pick yourself back up and keep going? How do you move forward?
Everything you want for your character can still be achieved. I mean, even if your character is executed, we could still frickin' scrounge up the money for a resurrection.
I'm gonna
I mean,
I'm gonna say this right
there's
now. That is not going to happen. That's not Jarlaxle's style. There are other
okay.
consequences that may come into play, but he's not going to kill you. But and I'm not gonna lie, there's going to be consequences. There absolutely will be.
Well, of
Oh,
course.
I'm keenly aware.
Draxer, I know I've already asked. Are you okay?
Nah, dude, I just
I
fucked up
know.
Bart.
No, no, you didn't. You
Yes, I
didn't.
did.
The DM said you didn't.
Okay.
Come on now. Don't
In
argue with the
complete
DM.
honesty, take this as a moment where you know worse things could have happened. You could have set off the dozens of barrels of smoke powder below deck.
Mm.
Holy shit. I'm just imagining all of these NPC tokens on the ship just scattering in all directions when the ship explodes.
And, everybody making saves to see if they frickin' survive the frickin' explosion.
Um,
I mean,
where is it? Let's see here.
Like, imagine we're playing in person and that's an actual 3D map with all the little minis, and Kazin just fucking pulls an M80 out of nowhere, lights it, and drops it on the ship.
So here, you guys have no way of knowing this, but I'm gonna read this out loud for you. Smoke powder storage. The locked door on this forward cabin has a wooden sign nailed to the outside that reads in Common and Elvish, "Restricted area, do not enter." The room contains the following features. 20 wooden kegs are secured to the walls with ropes. Each keg has a paper label written with the words "smoke powder, explosive" in Common and Elvish. A shelf above the kegs is lined with wooden boxes filled with bullets. Uh, Each keg holds 5 pounds of smoke powder. When one keg explodes, all the other kegs within the area effect also explode. If half the kegs explode at once, the blast blows a hole in the forward hull large enough to sink the ship. If all 20 kegs if all 20 kegs explode at once, the blast blows half the ship to smithereens, shatters the windows throughout the dock ward, and can be heard as far away as the field ward on the other side of the city. This could have been so much worse.
And I do have to point out a little bit of redemption here for you. He did that out of desperation in your own words because he sees Todd on the ground surrounded and getting the shit kicked out of him. Like, at the very least, he did it with good intentions.
good intentions.
Yeah.
You were 7 away on that D100 from, at the very least, I would have had to make more rolls if one of them had gone off. But at the very least, none of them went off by the skin of your teeth.
Okay, so I'm getting that we don't need to talk about this anymore.
I apologize.
No, it's okay. It's just we're beating a
Drax,
dead horse at this point. The guy just needs
yeah.
to move on. Clearly,
It's
Drax,
okay
do you
though,
want to
really.
play a game of League or two before you crash?
Nah, man, I'm just gonna go to bed.
Drax. It's okay, really.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it'll be what it is. We'll figure it out.
Attaboy. Okay, well, I'm going to sign out here. I'll go talk to him for a little bit.
Okay.
Good game, guys. Good game. We will see you next week.
Yeah. Well, good night, guys.